I'm not about to let a big, bulky pad get in the way. So I started using new Always Ultra Thin overnights. When I lie down, they cover where my regular pad misses. They're longer front to back with wings that cover side to side, so I get better protection where I need it.
Okay, so we just watched Mandy with Nicolas Cage. How did you like Mandy? Well, the movie was sort of a mess.
I wanted to walk out within the first 10 minutes. Like, it was half an hour, right? That was unbearable?
Yeah, the beginning was sort of unbearable. We have to mention that. So, Mandy, this plot can generally be...
It's really simple.
Told very simply. Like, it is Nicolas Cage and his girlfriend walk by this cult.
She walks by them.
Yeah, she walks by them, yes. Girlfriend walks by the cult. And then one day, some members of the cult, they are all dressed like Venom. Why they are dressed like Venom?
Oh, that's what you were saying?
Yeah.
I was thinking, no. Oh, the people under the stairs, that the guy, the dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. And then they kidnap his girlfriend. And
because he wants to take her as one of his concubines.
Yeah, but she doesn't want that and laughs at the cult leader, and then they kill her.
She laughs after he
tells them
full frontal and showing her, and he's doing his thing, and she starts laughing, and he didn't like that.
Yeah, and then Nicolas Cage goes ballistic and kills a bunch of guys looking like Venom, and some bald dude and the cult leader. And that's pretty much the story.
Richard Brake is in it.
Yeah.
31.
Yeah.
I like him, but I didn't understand. No, I like him as an actor, but I don't know why he was in that scene.
So at the beginning, when they're like explaining the characters, like, and showing Nicolas Cage and his girlfriend and these cult people, it is incredibly unbearable, and that is where one of the big problems of the film like come into play. It gets better during the middle of the movie, but at the beginning, it is really tough.
Under the crimson, primordial sky, the wretched warlock reached into the dark embrace. His fist closed around the serpent's eye. Strange.
The pacing. It is like you're watching something in slow motion.
I need to interject that Ivan left for 10 minutes during the movie. 15 minutes, I think.
No, 10.
Okay.
10.
Okay, 10 minutes.
I needed to get a beer. I
you
noticed.
Just wanted to leave.
No, and this movie was going so slow. I just needed like a beer to be able to keep up with this movie because it was just going so slowly, and the pacing was really tough to deal with.
The entire religious cult factor was poorly written. The whole the dialogue was terrible.
Oh yeah.
And the whole religious aspect, like, it didn't make any sense. Like, you really didn't understand why they were,
Yeah, doing what the hell they were doing. But we gotta give the movie credit where credit is due, though.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
So the thing is, like, when Nick Cage decides to go on revenge and go for payback. You get like this best of Nicolas Cage memes thrown at you.
Wicker Man.
It's like half the time Nicolas Cage is like this. You get this Nick Cage a lot, and you get that Nick Cage a lot. Oh, and especially this Nick Cage. Cinematography is also.
Can we talk about the red? I've never seen so much red in my life.
Exactly, that's what I mean. The cinematography.
Like, the whole movie is a period. Ladies, it's a period.
Yeah. It's like you're watching Nicolas Cage run through your period. explore your periods by watching Nicolas Cage.
That first kill where all the blood
Yeah.
was like in his mouth. I just. Bleh.
Yeah.
And then he was smiling right after that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of smiling Nick Cage here, and period Nick Cage.
If he wasn't in this movie, it would have been like
We would have
unbearable. We would have left.
We would have left, yeah.
He made this movie.
So like, the movie is by a bloke called Panos Cosmatos.
He wrote it too.
He wrote it too, yeah. So this guy, he made a movie called Beyond the Black Rainbow. I haven't seen it yet, but it has been compared very often to my favorite Gaspar Noé movie, Enter the Void. And it
Actually,
is...
I haven't seen that one.
And I don't know how Beyond the Black Rainbow is, but Mandy was nothing like that. It's not nearly in the vein of that movie.
No, but they tried. He tried. He tried to be artsy with... Can we talk about the animation?
Yeah, of course. Throughout the movie, there's little sequences.
Of dream sequences.
Yeah.
That are animated.
Yeah. And they make no sense whatsoever.
No. It's like a little kid watched the movie and then they drew what they thought it was about or what he should be dreaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it looks like anime.
It is, but like this really cheesy old anime.
Yeah. Oh, like 80s anime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just read at IMDb that this movie is supposed to take place in the 1980s.
I didn't know that and nothing about it. Oh, like The Strangers.
Yeah.
Fright Night was supposed to be in the 80s.
No, it wasn't.
Was
it
it?
wasn't. It
Oh,
wasn't.
was it? Oh.
It's funny. They pretend that it's like.
Oh,
in the
because she had a
80s.
Ramon shirt on.
So the
No,
movie,
but I didn't get any. There was no 80s vibe to it. No 80s wardrobe. Nothing.
There was a lot.
There was some mullets.
There was a lot of
But
red.
I mean, rednecks have mullets,
Yeah.
even though it's not the 80s.
Yeah.
So
There was a lot of red and there was a lot of steam. Other than that,
what does that have to do with the 80s?
nothing. But other than that, there was nothing like at all in the movie that like really created a background, like a certain scenario.
Not even Nick Cage's haircut was 80s.
No.
No.
No. But when Nick Cage goes ballistic, it's really cool sometimes. Some fight scenes are really nicely choreographed and they look totally silly and ridiculous. But
I thought this was a horror movie from the thumbnail on on the Regal Cinemas app.
Yeah.
But then it turned into a comedy.
yeah, it had some so bad it's good elements, but they didn't.
It's not enough. This was intentional. Like they were trying to make a serious horror movie.
It takes itself way too seriously.
Yes.
Definitely.
If you're a fan of Nick Cage, I would suggest rent this when it comes out on VOD.
Yeah.
Like, don't sit there in the theater and watch it because it's really excruciating. The first half hour, because he's not in it a lot. The first half hour, and there's a lot of religious
Mumbo jumbo and bullshit.
Yeah.
So as a Nick Cage fan, it makes sense to see it because you really get a compilation, like a best of memes by Nick Cage going on, happening live for like 10 minutes. It's worth it just to watch that. But there's nothing really. That's it. That's all.
Character development, none. Like you don't really know what the cult's motive is. Like
No.
And you don't really care.
You don't give a shit
care
about
Nick
anybody.
Cage or his girlfriend.
There's a tiger in this movie, and it makes no sense why
Like
it's
a
there.
real tiger.
And why they're using it. Like they just put this tiger in the movie.
I have to say this. So early on, Nick Cage is wearing an orange shirt with a tiger print on it, and then later, there's a tiger in the movie. How is that foreshadowing? That's like so literal. Come on. That's like third grade. Foreshadowing.
Yeah, totally. Life of Pi was cool with Tiger, so we have to have Tiger in the movie. I think we're gonna get a lot of dislikes for this video by the people who loved this movie. But
how did this get good reviews?
By the way, this movie got a 5-minute standing ovation in Cannes.
Were they drunk?
Maybe. Maybe. I think everyone in Cannes, they're drunk on coke.
In our theater, a lot of people were sighing and laughing.
Yeah.
Ivan was laughing a lot. And
I laughed
people,
my ass
I
off.
feel like people wanted to laugh, and then when he started laughing, they just followed.
Yeah, but you were laughing too. Right?
Yeah, I was
you
laughing
couldn't
too.
help yourself.
And then the guy next to us was laughing, like, after we laughed. So.
Yeah, we pretty much got the whole theater laughing. Nicolas Cage and the period.
It was really bad.
Yeah, it's like one last thing you can compare this to very well is like take everything that annoys you about Twin Peaks, take everything that annoys you about Mad Max, and take everything that annoys you about Alien 3. Shove it through a period, and
Add
then
some
you get
Lynch.
this movie.
Add some Lynch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
But like, there was a lot of Lynch. Like, they tried. Really
They tried, but no, not everybody can be Lynch.
This scene where she's like, everything's a period, and she's walking through the period, like, so David Lynch. Like, why? But like, it. Okay. I can't.
I can't either.